It's a tricky one to pick, that's for sure.
I'm just glad Alchemist isn't picked.
You say that just
I know, just as he picks it up.
After seeing the Wisp now at the top lane, is going to return back to the mid lane, but it's no Diggity. We're going to put some extra emphasis on top lane. No Diggity rotating. Earthshaker in. He's got the angle for the victory. He blocks him in beautifully. KP is going to be stuck against the three members, and Kaka is just going to look for an escape route as he picks up a TP scroll and is ready to go, but
being as one-sided as it is.
And there's a very drastic difference now between our two offlaners. Kezu is already level 4 and battling it out with these two heroes rather freely thanks to the farm he has. Meanwhile, top lane, KP is going to be gone on again as he's jumped by the Slark. He's going to be hit by the Sunstrike to finish him off. It's going to be Era who claims the last hit this time around.
Yeah, so Doom gets shut out, meaning the space creator for Newbee is honestly going to probably be Hao. The Viper traditionally isn't a hero that really goes around, gets out of his way to gank or anything like that. You just try to win your mid lane.
Oh, another beautiful block there from YapzOr. It looks like Chuan is going to be in some serious trouble. Has an impale up in a second. Is just trying to stay ahead of Kezu at this point in time. Has to blow some of his mana. 2 more mana and you'll be able to have an impale that might be able to save him against Kezu. Now Kaka's going to appear and Chuan will be fine. It's going to be Kezu who goes down instead. Great response there from Newbee. Kaka at the right place at the right to have a large impact as we start going around the 15-minute mark. This is going to be the time. Sets up the Chronosphere. The follow-up abilities should be enough to burst down as he goes down to about a 30 HP. He's going to be forced to pop his ultimate here, but isn't going to be able to jump away in time. He didn't really have an escape. He could have gone to Koifa in the mid lane. So, Newbee unable to do much there, and that made even worse by the fact that they blew the Spectre ultimate for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that Newbee wasn't playing around that fact, and Quan at bottom is going to get gone on. Doesn't really have help coming in, as the Viper's going to be the one to TP.
The Sunstrike's on mark though. Chuan does go down. Kezu a little bit low, but Move doesn't really have that are a little bit more foreign to them that they don't know as much about. I mean, if you're able to call that kind of rotation, it seems like Newbee should be able to too. And yet they still get caught by in the mid lane. TP out from YapzOr. It's not going to be enough though. The damage over time. Oh, he dies inside the fountain. So still a kill. That's where your timing's really going to lie.
It's just been slowed down a little because KP is more underfarmed than he typically is.
Right, there's the Chronosphere at the bottom lane. Ready to go with the Sunstrike. They also have the Fissure as well. They're going to pop the Cinderin ultimate just to make sure that Hao does in fact go down. Move's opportunity to be able to respond. Might be able to get a turnaround kill on Kezu, and he does shortly before the Time Walk was ready to go. Still, though,
importantly, they're taking away Hao's ability to use the Haunt aggressively.
Right.
So bottom,
there is a relocate opportunity, but they're going to be nice tank immediately going down. Now the bigger dead, turn around. Kezu's going to get popped. Doesn't even manage to get off the Chronosphere, and now the relocate comes in. Spectre pops that ultimate. They've already cleaned up the win, so they're going to go for YapzOr next. As Hao tries to chase down his enemy, KP's going to help him out by throwing out the Doom. Oh, Era needs some help, but unfortunately the whips get sent back at just the wrong time. Era is forced to use his ultimate to be able to survive. Move gets hit by the Sunstrike. He's dropping lower and lower. Needs some assistance, and here comes the Wisp just in time to be able to keep him alive. Era looking for 2, but is only going to get 1. Move manages to survive, and that's going to be a wipe, leaving both.
They can't get aggressive. I mean, they're still trading. They're getting something out of the map, and they're refreshing their cooldown.
Chuan runs in, has self-support spear, but they're still going to be able to catch up to Koifa with the dagger. He's going to look for a little bit of jump away with Ghost Block, but Kezu responds to the nice 3-man Chronosphere. That's going to be Kaka down first. Now they turn around. The Impale, as well as a Finger of Death, going to be able to blow up Kezu. Looks like the Invoker was able to skid that.
Here's their core. They've got the counter initiation of the IO, and most importantly, the mech Viper. There's no easy target.
An opportunity just like this presents itself with the Shadow Blade. They're able to run into Era with the relocate ready to go. The attempt, not even attempt, and it's a nice Cinderin is also going to be picked off as Chuan comes in with the Earth Spike.
He was going to lead with the Yule Scepter. Actually, that's probably what happened.
Yeah. Because then he can close the distance and maybe get the chain stun. Cinderin actually runs into 2 here, is able to get off his ultimate, but is it going to be enough? They've got the backup. There's no response from the rest of no Diggity. Era just does what he can at this point, making the best out of a bad situation, continues for the push at the top lane, trying to draw Newbee away from taking objectives.
Yeah, now Newbee's just frustrating them around them. He's going to be strong regardless of what phase of the game you're in or what kind of lead you have. So it's not like Newbee necessarily want to go for the 5-man, but...
Round 2 of going on the Hao. He does have the haunt up yet again. Kezu waiting and is now going to jump the Chronosphere just in time to stop that TP. Spectre thinking that perhaps he could keep that that haunt alive by just TPing out. Newbee are going to respond in kind though. They're going to get a pick off on Kezu, it looks like, as they've got the Doom ready to go. And Kezu's not getting away, certainly not with that Purge.
Hey, Era's making his way up with the Doom down, This might be an opportunity for him.
Chuan's ready to counter an intake. Oh, he's getting pierced by beautiful hex in. Era is blown up. Chuan set that up beautifully. He knew. He's like, okay, Ketsu's dead. I don't need to do anything about that. All I have to do is wait for Era to poke his head out, and I can get an extra kill. Unfortunately, bottom lane. Oh, they actually brought the Viper back. That was not the play. And Yapster was ready to go. Maybe Moo's actually still good, though. The Deafening Blast is now an Earthshaker comes in. They get both of the supports, and Moo will survive through all of that. TP's away casually off of 300 HP. KP's about to get so much more. He's got another 2k gold on top of the Boots of Travel.
Oh, bottom. I was going to get gone on.
He still has the haunt. He's going to have to reality away somewhere, but doesn't see an opportunity. Everyone else is in the mid lane underneath the tier 2 tower, Sean. Already down to 3k HP. They're just about to come in with Moo, though. They're going to see Roshan about to die. As Spectre pops that ultimate, gives them all the vision they need. If they actually cut the Aegis, no. Era managed to pick it up. Kezu drops the Chronosphere, zoning out the rest of Newbee and catching Moo inside, but they're trying to pop it. It's just not quite enough. Meanwhile, Hao goes for a quick takeoff, tries to TP out immediately afterwards, but Era is able to stay on top of him with help Yapzor. Oh, Hao actually getting a save there as Chuan comes in at the perfect time with another disable. Era has to pounce himself over the trees to get out. And in the end, Newbee managed to make that Roshan fight work for them. There's still the advantage of an Aegis.
Viper was on the very edge of it. Era had the opportunity, but instead assumed that he might die, I think, was the thought process behind that. But by killing the Viper, I think they open up a little bit more.
Koifa, gone, deleted. Koifa.
Nice little item pickup for him. But still, I mean, Dig is in an okay position. They still have...
Oh, they get the pound blowing up Hao. That's the combination you need to see from Node, and Doom is not something you want to trifle with in the late game.
He's got the angle.
Yeah, and this is still an Aegis hero, though. They want to make sure they can absolutely kill it, and they're going to be able to do it with Alba Chuan. They should be able to get this kill and out before No Diggity can catch them, or maybe not. Yapzor blocks him in with the finisher. KP doesn't have a way out. 4 more seconds until the hiding. Waiting for the natural flow of the game where No Diggity
has a gem.
They're
going to see KP here.
Oh, jump in, ankle slam, immediately jumping. They're going to follow this up with the ult jump. He's going to try and save this fight, though, as the Spectre ultimate comes in. Yapzor's already low enough. He managed to get off the Fisher, though, blocking in KP even further. And they definitely got him dead, but is it going to be worth for No Diggity? They're going to be losing so many members, especially as Era tanks the Doom at the last second, which means he will fall as well. 3 down from No Diggity. Chronosphere comes in, catching Chuan. They will get a second kill on this, but Newbee are still going to be very happy with this trade-off as is.
Yeah, especially against Diggity's lineup. Features so much of their damage being magical, especially from the 2 supports.
Kaka, no amount of magic armor is going to save you from that, though. Koifa still outputs a lot of physical damage thanks to the Alacrity and Forge Spirits. And they may try and take this fight mid. Oh, actually, Chuan's going to be able to get the Force Staff initiation on the Yapzor. He's done for.
And Moo has been a lot in the
Doom when he was scouting.
Oh, mid. They're showing everybody right now. This is a really good opportunity for Newbee.
Yep, they're going to jump in, manage to get the stun out. Looks like they're going to focus on Zinder in first while they do manage to get the Doom onto Koifa. So 2 heroes already down for No Diggity, and no opportunity to be able to get anything out but a quick kill on Chuan. Right.
Where you sort of need both, and you can make the argument for either the BKB or the Lincolns. Sort of worst is going to be in military. It usually means there's no one item that's really going to save the
2 to get some chip damage there. But now the hard part begins. They actually have to formulate some sort of defense. They're going to be giving up their tier 3 first. Looks like they're going to be waiting on the Aegis. Didn't have a fight around the Aegis and took a tower in exchange. That's not too bad.
Oh, bottom.
Kezu's got high ground zero. That is so bad. Kezu's obviously very, very dead, and Newbee can immediately start going high ground as soon as they can control the mid lane.
Yeah, that's the hero that they're worried to run out, but I think they might have the angle for this.
Yeah, they've still got him. KP, he's going to be ready to just blink straight up Doom. Kezu right before the time walk can go off. And again, the big high ground defender of No Diggity ends up falling. And immediately, look what No Diggity are doing at the time. Abandoned ship, trying to stay ahead, has his pounds ready to go, but not going to be in time, it looks like. Pops the Manta trying to dodge some of that Infernal Blade damage, but now the Haunt is going to continue to chase him down. Doesn't look like they have the counter vision available as Chuan is a bit too far away.
So they used some abilities. They didn't have to use the BKB on the Slark. He's able to survive.
Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, found Koifa. He's sitting in the tree.
Likely the Spectre, just because the Viper doesn't have slots. You're in a really good spot. They might actually just push in mid, knowing that there's still 20 seconds left on that Invoker. As Lua mid, he's just
going to buy back an arrow. Oh no, he's going to be blown up by the Finger of Death. There's no response from No Diggity, as YapzOr couldn't get a Blink Echo Slam to stop that initiation from Newbee. And now looks like they're going to have to give up a melee Rax or full buyout here in the next few seconds. That doesn't seem to be happening. Invoker just now comes back up. KheZu makes his initiation. 2-man Chronosphere. Here comes the buyback now from Era, but Cinderin's already dead in the background. And Hao has taken no dent whatsoever in his HP pool. They did absolutely nothing to the 2 cores they caught inside of that Chronosphere. And now we're really seeing just the danger.
So much on them.
You're certainly seeing really the way that that some of the Chinese teams like Newbee. Oh, the initiation on YapzOr, going to be able to get the Earth Spike into Finger, follow up Hex. KP was actually hoping to be able to get an initiation on someone else, but they already had to relocate onto Cinderin, so that's fine. They clean up the YapzOr kill with KP. Get 2 there, and ready to keep on going. Hao's struggling a little bit, trying to finish up Roshan fast enough that they can start going high ground, because No Diggity are pushing in the top lane. Trying to force Newbee back as fast as possible, delaying the push. Gonna pick off on a support or something, because I do not see how they're gonna be able to defend this unstoppable force of Newbee. Cheats, Aegis, every side steps it and backs himself away. They're still waiting for Hao to push out the top lane. He's got the Haunt ready to go, so Newbee can actually fight right away.
Yeah, they're just gonna go for it behind him.
A seemingly impossible task ahead of No Diggity. Gonna need the team fight initiation of their lives. Gonna start with Era jumping onto Moon and manage to get the Silver Edge proc onto him, but there is going to be saved. Nice relocate in the back. They did get the Chronosphere, but only catches 1. Looks like he's trying to catch the Wish as well, but no such luck. YapzOr gonna have to pop the Echo Slam swiftly before he dies, but again, not really much of a dent being put in. Hao just keeps on going straight for KheZu, while the rest of No Diggity retreat back to their fountain as Newbee take full control of the No Diggity base.
Yeah, there's almost nothing that Diggity can do now without their 2 big team fights. They're just going to call it at that point, but Newbee had complete control of the game for the last 20-25 minutes or so.
Very cool, calm, composed play from Newbee there as they extended it into the late game. They knew they had the advantage. They knew they had essentially already won as long as they didn't make any mistakes, so they made sure to just build that advantage more and more, but it was really the early to mid game where Newbee managed to make their big plays. We saw the way No Diggity were gaining some control. Newbee finally got the read of the game and managed to respond appropriately.
Yeah, if you're going to center anything, it's going to be that fight at bottom where times of charm is Newbee turns that around. They were able to force Dig to fight under them into a Viper, but